Okay, so let's learn heat wave. So this doesn't have much of a guitar except for the beginning riff, but at the end I will show how you can do an acoustic cover of it if you want to. So first of all, you have to learn the chords. So the general chords are D minor, C, A minor, G, and they do throw in an F every once in a while. So take a second to note here that the chords are not in the same key as the riff. The riff is in the original key, and the keys and the chords are not. I did this because the chords in the original key are a bit harder, and this is meant for kind of a beginner to intermediate student to be able to play the chords. So, D minor. So your first finger is on E, second finger is on G, and your third finger is on B. D minor. The toughest thing is to get your fingers to stand up so that you're not catching that with your second finger or catching other things with your third finger. And then we've got A minor, which is first finger on B, second finger on G, third finger on D. And then G, it's a pretty simple one that I've showed on this channel before. And then we've got C, which you've got your first finger. That's your full C. You can also play C like this, with just the top 3 strings. And then you have F, which for the purposes of this video, you can just play the top part of it. So have your first finger cover both your B and your E, and your second finger on your G, and your third finger on your D. If you're a more advanced player, you can play this as a bar chord, but if you've got small hands, don't do that. Okay, so for the picking stroke, for this lead line, you're going to start with your A string, skip to your G string, and then quick to your B, skip back to your G string, back to your B, and then to your G. So you're going to start this riff on the 9th fret, with your third finger covering the 11th fret and your second finger covering the 10th fret. Okay, so here's where it gets a little bit tricky, because you have to be able to cover your 9th fret. So you can use 2 fingers if you want to, or you can just set your third finger down barred, and then have your first finger cover that last string. You're going to use the same picking stroke, but you're just going between 7 and 9. So we've got and then you're going down to your 5th fret. So that was 7 and 9. You're going down to 5 and 7. You're going to do the same thing. And then you're going to stay here at 5, and you're going to add in your 6th fret just like you had 9, 10, and 11. Okay, so now for the second line of this lead line, we have back to 7. You're going to 7. You have to use 7 and you have to use 9. So go ahead and bar 7, and then just use 9 where you need it. So you've got you might have to kind of rock your 1 to get it to sound, and you have to lift up your 3rd finger or else it's gonna catch the B. Okay, and then after you have your 1, 9, 7, 9, 7, 9, you're gonna go down to 5, and you're gonna have your 5, 7, 6 pattern. And then you're gonna have 7, 9, 7 again. So again, you're just gonna bar, use the 9 where you need it. And then you need 5, 7, 6 again. And of course, this would sound a lot louder if I was using my electric, but you get the gist. So, how to practice this, take it one chunk at a time. So first, just learn the 9, 10, 11. That's after you've already mastered your picking stroke. Learn just the first bit and get really comfortable with that. Once you're really comfortable with that, then go on, etc., etc. I'll put a recording in the link in the description below where you can hear the beginning. You can listen to the beginning of the actual recording and hear it all put together. So once you have learned that lead line, you can also do an acoustic cover of this as well. I would not play this lead line on acoustic. That's just me. Somebody might enjoy doing it, but if you do it on acoustic, I would use your fingers. It'll be a little louder on acoustic, but I was using a pick just so you could see what I was doing better. But otherwise, you can just use the chords as you sing along. Okay. So for the chorus, the picking pattern is going to go as follows. You're going to hold each of the notes for only 2 beats. So how I'm doing that is I'm palm muting. So if we've not heard of palm muting before, that's just where your palm goes down on the string to start, and then you strum with your palm on the string, and it just kind of meets the string. You can also kind of let it go some, kind of mess around with it and see how that kind of rhythmically works. It's kind of like drumming on a guitar almost. So you get the idea. So what I'm doing here with this picking stroke is I'm going down, down, and then I'm just doing a quick change to get me to the next thing. Okay, so the chorus will go like this. D minor. Sometimes all I think about is you, like nothing in the middle of you. You've been begging me out, can't make you happier now. Sometimes all I think about is you, like nothing in the middle of you. You've been begging me out, can't make you happier now. We're gonna go into the verses. And I use your pick and go back and forth between your lowest string of your chord and some of the higher notes. You can kind of mess around with it. Okay, but kind of the point is you want to have a really flexible wrist and just kind of make it like a circle motion. that's what I would do for that. And then for the second chorus, if you're covering this and you want to open it up and you want to have a really big chorus without the palm mute, you can do that too. So all I'm doing is I'm just going back and forth on the eighth notes basically. So there's two different ways you can do that chorus. Learn the first one first and then learn the open one second, because that'll be your second chorus. Okay, one more thing to address at the end of verse 2, if you're going to play this acoustically, you also want to kind of add in that at the end they have kind of like a break. So what I would do is, so you're kind of going at it, and I just do one strum. And then you're home free on the chorus again. That should be everything that you should need to know about this song. If you have any questions, feel free to get a hold of me.